A man in his 30s has been arrested following the deaths of 3 people in County Louth in Ireland. Irish police said emergency crews were called to a serious incident at a house in Tallanstown in County Louth where the bodies of 2 men and a woman were found. Well, let's bring in our Ireland correspondent Stephen Murphy. And Stephen, is anything more emerging about what may have happened there?
Investigation still ongoing, and we can still see the forensic teams behind us, behind the police cordon over my shoulder. The house is just around the bend there. There's a blue forensic tent being erected, and we can see the forensic teams coming and going and photographing evidence as the afternoon progresses. At this stage, they are working on the assumption that all 3 victims in that house were violently attacked. That's how they met their deaths, but it has not officially been upgraded to a murder investigation at this time. Armed officers were sent to the house here in late this morning after a call regarding a serious violent incident was received. They discovered the 3 bodies, 2 men and a woman, at that house. And at this stage, we are working on the assumption that they are all related, closely related. They're all members of the same family. Another person, a man in his 30s, was arrested. He's currently being questioned by the Gardaí, the Irish police, although we believe he is seeking some sort of medical assistance. Also, it's a very rural community here. This location outside a village known as Tallanstown. We're not too far from the border with Northern Ireland. It's an extremely agricultural, tightly knit, quiet community here. We've been speaking to some of the local representatives, councillors, several councillors who knew this family. They said they were incredibly popular, well known, well respected in this community, involved in sports. One of those people who knew the family was Rachel Curley. This is what she had to tell us a bit earlier.
As the news filtered through this morning, it's just devastation and shock. This is quite a small rural area. It's just not what we expected. I'm just from about 3 miles over the road there, and as it came through, it was just devastation. And of course, thoughts are with the family and the friends to those that are deceased.
You were saying you briefly have met the family before. What can you remember from that encounter, or what were they like, I suppose?
Yeah, so during the local elections in 2024, I met them at the door, just warm, again, rural family, kind as you went to the door. There was no major interaction, but that's kind of how it is in small rural areas, is you meet people in passing and we're all very friendly. So I think it's something that's really important at this time, is that we're all going to be there for each other.
So many questions still remain unanswered at this crime scene. At the moment, the bodies of the 3 victims remain here on site as the forensic examination is carried out. They will be there for some time before that painstaking work is finished. And at the moment, anyone with any information is being urged to contact the Gardaí here in this area, the Irish police. But they're keen to stress that this is a self-contained incident. They're not looking currently for anyone else in connection with these 3 deaths, and that there is currently no threat to this very quiet and shocked community here outside Tallanstown in County Louth.